Turn and burn, baby. That's the fun of the Zeus. Smoking fast aircraft. Turn and burn, down the runway, baby. Full throttle. Wow, this thing is a missile. Hey pilots, it's your product specialist Wesley from here at MotionRC.com, and I am excited to announce that our newest model is now available here at MotionRC. This is the 90mm Zeus, and it's the fastest model to date in the Freewing lineup. On the 6S version that I have here on the table, straight and level flight, you can expect speeds of around 130 miles an hour out of this model. We also have an 8S version of this aircraft, and you can expect speeds of 150 miles an hour straight and level flight out of that aircraft. I can't wait to show you around some more of these features after the flight, but for now we're going to take this out to the grass field, and we're going to get this up for a quick flight for you. So I'll meet you back after this flight. Gear up. Flaps coming up. Give her 2 clicks up, and we're feeling good. Just taking it nice and easy on this pass. We're gliding. Penetrates the wind extremely well. Show the bottom. Haven't played with too much of the knife yet. Let's go into a knife edge. Oh, beautiful. Haven't gone above half throttle this whole flight. Does a great axial roll. Bringing the throttle up to 100. Very quiet fan on this one. Kick her over. Just gliding. Gonna keep it in the glide, go into 1 notch of flaps. Now one thing I will tell you, when you have it real slow and you throw the throttle to it, just be ready to give it a little bit of up elevator. I'm still at 0 power. We're on that glide approach right now. Like I said, if you throw the elevator to it going real slow, just be ready to catch it. The nose will drop just a hair. So throw in the power, a little bit of positive elevator, and she flies right out of it. Tell you what, this thing scoots. Absolutely love it. It's so smooth. I've been setting mine to 3 minutes of useful throttle on a 5,000. You can easily fit a 6,000 in this airplane though, or even a 7,000. If you want longer flight. Got the cows at the end of the runway going, what is that bird? Vertical in the middle, and it will go pretty much forever. I'm gonna cut her there. 399.9 feet. Flies absolutely gorgeous inverted too. Tell you what, this field feels kind of small with this fast airplane though. There's my 3-minute timer. I'm gonna go gear. Flaps are coming in. We're not gonna worry about using the reverse thrusters because we're gonna land this in the grass for you grass customer guys. I know everybody always wants to see that. Hug this edge of the runway. Nice. And as I said, it can handle that grass runway without issue. Let's bring her over to the runway, give you a little tour around the Zeus. So pilots, that was an awesome flight of the all-new 90mm Zeus. As you can see, the airplane has no issues taking off and landing out of the grass. I know a lot of our customers really want to know about that, so it's cool to show that in these videos. Like I said before, it is available in 6S or 8S. Your speeds on 6S, in that flight, we actually achieved 130 miles an hour on the GPS. And like I said, there's an 8S version of this now available too, and you should be expecting speeds of around 150 miles an hour out of that. Now, as far as the features of the model, it's got flaps, ailerons, elevator, and rudder. It does have a plastic cone on the aft section of the fuselage to protect your thrust tube back there in the back. It is also just covered in lights. You have a green nav on one side, red strobe on the top, red solid light on the other wingtip, and a red flashing light from the bottom. You also have a pot on the nose wheel that is a white bright light that helps see that when you're coming in those evening dusk hours. The Zeus also has fully retractable suspension aluminum landing gear. It's a really cool little design on this one. You have a servo-driven nose wheel door, and then your aft section or your rear main doors, as they come up, they're going to hit the spring-loaded mechanism and bring them closed. Same thing when you put your gear out. It simply loosens up on that spring-loaded mechanism and lets them pop out individually. The Zeus also has a removable plastic-tipped nose cone that is held on by magnets. When you look at the cockpit details here in the Freewing Zeus, you'll see that it actually has a plastic cladding over the dashboard to keep that from bubbling too much in the sun. There is still a little bit of open foam in here though, so be careful about leaving it in the sun for too long. Now, after my flight, I was flying on a 5,000 milliamp Admiral battery. I had it all the way forward in the nose to hit the CG marks on the wings. Now, I came down at 3.80 volts a cell, or 29%, which is right at storage voltage for most batteries. So this is the perfect way to do it. I've been setting my flight timer to 3 minutes and 30 seconds of useful throttle, and that's been really successful for me. And I've been coming down at roughly 4 minutes of flying, and it's been really good. Now, if you're gonna fly this at full throttle a lot during your flights, I would definitely probably bring that down to 3 to 2.5 minutes on a 5,000. But there is ample room inside the Zeus for a 6,000, a 5,000. If you even have a 7,000, you could probably get it in here without issues and hit the CG marks on the wings without issue. Speaking of those CG marks that are on the wings, I have flown on them and progressively moved back. I've gone back about 5 to 10 millimeters on this and still been able to comfortably fly. Without a gyro in the model, I really don't recommend going much more than 5 millimeters. With a gyro in the model though, you can definitely push it back even further. For that being said, these flights were filmed without a gyro. I like to show the airplane as it is and how stable it is. Customers that have the Avanti are going to be really happy with how this flies, just a larger format and much faster. Now, the Zeus is equipped with reverse thrust. Now, if you haven't had one of our models with reverse thrust, it's super easy. All you do is plug that one signal wire into an open channel and then assign that channel to any 2-position switch on your radio. I like to use a momentary switch, so for customers flying Futaba, I use SH, or the top corner momentary switch, and customers that fly Spectrum, I like to use the I button, or the bind button, as it's a momentary switch. That way, if you accidentally hit it in flight, it automatically comes back out of reverse and into forward flight, and you don't have the airplane accidentally come hurtling at the ground with it in full throttle. Another cool feature on the Zeus is the way the hinges are done on it. There are no foam hinges on this model. They are all pocketed and pinned hinges, so it's a very secure bond that you're not going to have to worry about breaking over time. They are definitely not foam hinges anymore. And you'll also see that all your control horns are held on with 2 screws and a plate that sandwiches in between the foam. This is a very secure bond that is going to make sure that those don't ever come out. Attaching to your servos are ball link clevises, which you've come to love on a lot of our models as of late. It's a very secure and easy way to adjust them in and out if you got you a set of your Benchcraft ball link pliers. All right, we have to talk about the new feature that is the wing mount assembly for the Zeus. Putting your wings on has never been easier than right now. You take the Zeus's wing, install it onto the carbon spar, slide it in, and then hook up your multi-function control port cord into the wing. Once you've done that, you're going to slide the wing in to where it's almost touching the wheel to the gear door. Then hold your gear door flat and push the wing in all the way. Once you do that, you're going to take your 2 pins that are popped out of the model and push them down until you hear a positive click. Once you do, you'll also notice that they will just be blue, whereas there was white showing before. To remove them, you just reverse this process, push the 2 buttons, slide the wing out, and remove that multifunction control board. The other cool thing is the wing spar will fit inside the fuselage of the model for transport. That way you don't accidentally leave it at home ever. All right, pilots, so that's the all-new 90mm Zeus from here at Freewing. Like I said, this is the fastest model to date, and you've got to check this one out. It is gonna be loads of fun. So as always, remember, whether it's land, sea, or air, Motion RC has everything you want. We'll see you guys in the next video, guys.